Good morning, everyone. It's Catherine from my hillside garden. Today is March 10th. We had a wonderful sunny day yesterday. It was 70 degrees. Today we've had a little bit of rain and it's only in the upper 40s. So we're going to be getting some more rain today, and I've been doing things around the garden and I thought I'd bring you along. But first, I wanted to say to all of my new subscribers, hello and welcome to my channel. I am in Northeast Pennsylvania, Zone 6A. If you don't know where your zone is for your garden, go online, you can Google it, and there's several websites that can tell you where your zone is just based on your zip code. So put your zip code in and you'll find out what your growing zone is. It becomes helpful to learn where your growing zone is, because that will help you know when you can start to plant things outside. What I'm going to do today, I did not have good germination with my onion seeds. I do have some. I did Elsa Craig and Stuttgarter. The Stuttgarter seeds must have been too old, and I really didn't get that many, and I was worried about having enough onions. Once you've grown your own, you know how good they are, and you really like to do that. So just something to keep in mind. There's several different ways to do it. One of them is with onion sets. So I was at our local Tractor Supply, and they had the Stuttgart sets. So I plan to put these in the garden this year. And I've also done the white Ebenezer before, so I thought I'd pick those up as well. And they're 80 sets, which are the little onion bulbs, if you want to call them that. And they were $2.49 a piece, which is really a very good price. Tractor Supply is not quite as big as a Lowe's or a Home Depot, but it is a store where you can get your plant starts like these, but this variety in the selection isn't that big, but they do have a nice selection for beginner gardeners. So if you have one in your area, go take a look. You might be surprised what you can find there. So what I'm going to do this year with these, I've done it before, is I take my cell pack, I'm going to fill it with soil, and then I'm going to put some of each into here. I'll bring you back when I have the soil in the tray. Okay, we're going to try again. Another camera malfunction. So what I did was I went through the onions in the bag, and you check them all over just to be sure that they're nice and firm. You don't want any that might be moldy or half dried up. This is the end where your roots will come from, and this is the end where your greens are going to come from. And you're gently going to push them into the soil of your cell tray. Same thing when you're in the garden bed. You're just going to gently, you're going to have the soil worked over so that you know that it's nice and smooth. And you're just going to gently push each onion about halfway into the soil. Then you'll be amazed at the roots. If you've never seen onion roots, it is just amazing. So by doing this, you will know if any of them are not good, and that way you don't waste space in your garden. Or if you've planted in your garden, which is what we're going to do with the rest of these, and some of them don't grow, then you have spares to put in there to fill in that empty space. So let me get these done, and I will bring you back when we're up in the garden bed, putting them in the soil. All right, I have that whole cell tray filled, half with the Ebenezer and half with the Stuttgart onion, yellow. So let's get up into one of the currant beds and get those other onions planted. All right, we're up in the garden bed in the currant area where I have the currant bushes. And this is the top bed. I think this will get a good amount of sunlight, and it'll be a good spot for the onions. I've never grown them in this bed before, so hopefully it will work well. There's my little ruler. I made several of those a couple years ago. I don't know if you can see, there's the markings on it. I need to have the onions planted out approximately 3 inches apart. So I'm going to do a couple of those rows like that. We'll start with the Ebenezer. And I do have my label. So I'll put that in there. And then, like I said before, take it from the bottom. Look, this one you can even see the roots on it. So you'll know which is the bottom. And you just tuck it in to the ground. And I've already marked out my 3 inches this way. We're going to tuck them in. It's supposed to rain a little later, so I don't need to worry about watering them. And they should be good to go. Let me get the rest of these planted in and I'll bring you back. Alright, we got this whole bed done. We have the Stuttgart onions on the right and the Ebenezer on the left. They're all spaced approximately 3 inches apart from each other, and the smallest ones of both I put in a single row down here, and those will be used like scallions. So thank you for joining me today. I can't wait to update you on how these are doing each month, so I hope you'll join me for the journey. And I'd like to thank you for joining me today. If you like today's video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps, as does the comments. I always love to hear from you and what you've got going on in your garden, not just what's going on in my garden. Let me know what kind of onions you plant every year, or if you're trying a new kind this year. That'd be great too. Hope you have a great day. Happy gardening!